Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Look at this, guys. I finally washed my truck. Boom. And you know what immediately happened? It ran like 2 inches, which was awesome because it looked good for about 30 seconds. Look, I even cleaned the inside. Don't mind that. I worked yesterday, but man, I took the seat covers off, had it looking real good. Look at that. It's almost like I'm an adult again, and I don't have a car that's covered in grass and dirt. Also, because of the rain, my yard is looking oh so good. Look at that epic view. Epic view. Speaking of the rain, I got canceled mowing yesterday. Well, we didn't get canceled. We were trying to mow in the rain. It just didn't work out, and we were having trouble getting stuck, so we bailed on the day, which was good because by the time we got home, I think it came 1 to 2 inches last night. Real wet around here, real wet. And that's a bad thing because today they are predicting some serious rain and severe thunderstorms. I believe they're saying 4 inches of rain in like 2 hour time coming up here in a few hours. Which is a lot because we were already so wet, you can't hardly walk on yards without leaving footprints. And we're about to get 4 more inches of rain. So that is a terrible thing for our house to get 4 inches of rain. Nothing to do with the house, but a lot to do with that road that gets to our house. Because yesterday, with just 1 to 2 inches of rain, we were flooded in here. We couldn't leave here because there's a creek that comes up way over the road. Well, right now that creek is about half full already from yesterday's drains, and we're about to get 4 more inches of rain, which means we're probably going to be flooded in here, and we can't go get our kids at school. So right now, me and Elise are trying to figure out, do we go get the kids out of school early? Do we leave early, get the kids, and just stay at Papa and Grand's house? Or do we just ride it out here and figure out another way to deal with? You know, it's a problem. We didn't know this was a problem until it started raining here last year, but now that we know about it, we have to plan for it because you can find yourself stuck at the house or stuck out of the house. You just can't get to the house because of a little creek right over there that floods several feet over the road. Now I'm going to go show you that part of the road, and while I do, I'd like to take this moment to thank today's sponsor and the sponsor of this video, Brooklyn Bedding. Guess what, guys? Our current giveaway for the Brooklyn Bedding Signature Hybrid Mattress is still going on. You have until May 18th to get yourself entered. And all you gotta do is head over to pavenewpaths.com and get yourself some merch, and you will automatically be entered to win your very own Brooklyn Bedding Signature Hybrid Mattress in any choice. Good luck out there. Brooklyn Bedding has been in the mattress industry for over 25 years, known for top-of-the-line comfort and quality, but without the luxury price tag. They truly deliver the best sleep ever with mattresses custom made by the best craftsmen in the industry. Plus, if you're in the US, they ship conveniently to you for free from the Arizona factory. They offer different firmness options, heights, and dimensions, even non-traditional sizes to fit right into your lifestyle. They really have something for everyone. If you guys have been with us for any amount of time, you know we used to travel full-time in an RV. And when we did, we were raving about Brooklyn Bedding mattresses. That's because the very first upgrade we did to our mattress is we bought a Brooklyn Bedding Signature Hybrid, the one we're giving away to one of you guys out there, for our RV. And we bought it with our own money, and we loved everything about it. Well, when Brooklyn Bedding reached out to us and wanted to sponsor our channel, it was a no-brainer because we knew the quality and the comfort that they already provided. So we took them up on their offer, and we immediately ripped out the Happy Jack bed system in the toy hauler, and we made a custom dual queen size bed for our baby girls. And we installed 2 queen size Dream Foam Essential Memory Foams in the toy hauler, and our girls loved it. Well, as you can see, we are no longer traveling. We have settled down in a house here in Texas, and we told Brooklyn Bedding about our dilemma, and they said no problem. Brooklyn Bedding offers mattresses for the home. So they went ahead and hooked us up with a Sedona Elite in our master bedroom, and our boy Caden got an awesome Brooklyn Essential for his tractor bed. And of course, we took the Dream Foam Essential Memory Foams out of the toy hauler and put them in the girls' room. We know choosing a mattress can be a huge decision because what if you don't like it? Well, Brooklyn Bedding offers a 120-night sleep trial and they back it up with a limited lifetime warranty. Brooklyn Bedding delivers your mattress to your door for free anywhere in the United States. Plus it comes rolled up in a box and is super easy to set up yourself, especially when you cut the vacuum seal and the mattress goes poof. And the best part about all this is that Brooklyn Bedding designs, assembles, and ships all their mattresses from their factory in Arizona. That means they're able to use premium materials at a reasonable price with no middleman to bring up the cost. One of the best new features Brooklyn Bedding offers is their Glacial-Tex cooling technology Cloud Pillow Top. So if you want to take your sleep to the next level, make sure you select the box for the Cloud Pillow Top. We love our mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, and we think you would too. If you're in the market for a new mattress, go to brooklynbedding.com. You can check the links in the description below or go to brooklynbedding.com/pavingnewpaths to get 30% off your order with the code PavingNewPaths. Once again, thanks to Brooklyn Bedding for sponsoring this video and their continued support of this channel. Now remember, if you want to get your very own Brooklyn Bedding Signature Hybrid in any choice, head over to pavingnewpaths.com, get yourself some merch, and get yourself entered for a chance to win one of the best sleeps you'll ever have. All right, guys, we are coming up on the problem area. Right now, it's not a problem. As you can see right here, there's a little bump. Well, that's where the bridge is. But right here, there's two low areas. And you're thinking, oh, that doesn't look that bad. You're right. Most of the time, it's not that bad unless there's a lot of rain. So, like, it only gets really bad when this section right here before the hump is actually over the road. Now that is when it's real bad. That's when it's scary, right? But here's the creek. You can see, there's the creek, and there's a culvert down there. That's actually really high for right now. Most of the time, this is pretty dry. Well, barely any water. It's not a big deal. It's not an event. It's not a flowing creek. It's just a drainage creek. And right here is where it gets bad first, which is nowhere near the creek. It's way up here ahead of the creek, but it's runoff from these fields. And I don't know if you can see it. You see all this grass right here? It's laying down. Well, that's from yesterday. This right here comes over the road, and there's been times I think it's at the bottom of my door when I've come through it. Like, I've come through here to get out and in, and I've even had times where I've taken people across because cars aren't going to make it. At least this Explorer would not make it. Only big trucks can make it. And there's been times where I've questioned whether or not this truck should go because the way it's flowing. I'm afraid it's going to take the truck over there in that ditch. You can see water was flowing last night. See right here? See all the grass matted down? That means it was flowing across here, which means we were probably about 1.5 to 2 foot of water right here, flowing that way to the creek. Like, it's skipping the creek and making its own shortcut back to the creek. And we're already waterlogged so bad. Like right here, look how high it is. Like, all this was underwater last night, and that was only 1 to 2 inches of rain. We're expecting 4 today. Look at this, it's come all the way up here. All this was underwater, meaning from right about here to back there was all underwater. Now, when it starts going over the road a little bit, not a big deal. But when it goes over the road and starts having rapids, big deal. So we have to decide, does Alicia go now because we have a few hours before it comes, get the kids out of school, and then come back home? Or does she go at the normal time, and let's just hope that the water has not got over the road by the time she gets back? Because it's supposed to start raining very badly about the time she's picking the kids up, which means the pickup line is going to be terrible. She's going to be later getting back home, and there's a chance that she can't get back in with her car. Now, I could for sure get across at that time with my truck, but we don't have car seats in here, and that's a lot of work to change it over. There could be a chance that she comes and she makes it right here. We park the car in this driveway right here, which is people that we know. I come get the kids, we get them across, and then we come get her car later. Or if it gets real bad like it has been, they just go to Grand and Pawpaw's house and we deal with it. So here's another view. So I turned around, the water starts right about where my hood is. The bridge is not till like right there. This is the part that gets bad because it becomes like a raging river. And there's been times where it was right at my front bumper, and I went through it to test it, decided I didn't need to do that again, and we don't. We try not to do it. We try not to do it at all. But there's times where it's like we need to either get in or get out in a bad way. Look at that. All that got pushed over yesterday. But you can see this creek right here doesn't look that bad. But I'm going to show you guys how bad it gets, because there's going to be stages of it getting worse and progressively worse. Now, we have a few hours before it starts raining, but once it does, I'm going to show you guys how bad it can get. And it's something like, I mean, we lived here almost 6 or 7 months before we realized this could happen, because it only happens during the raining season. And usually once summer gets here, there's not enough rain for that to even get remotely close to flooding. Plus the ground's so hard, it soaks up most of the water anyway. But right now, we've been raining so much that the ground is already so wet that none of it's going in the ground. It's all going across the ground. The city has already made warnings that they're afraid that the ground's so wet right now from all the rains last week and yesterday that there's high potential, because of the wind coming today, that some trees could just fall over, because the ground is so waterlogged that trees will literally fall out of the ground because the roots have nothing to hold on to. So we have to worry about trees falling over and flooding of our road getting in and out of our house. Hey Bubba, what you got? You got Daddy's truck? And you're in Daddy's truck? You ready to go? We're gonna go check on the road for Mama. So the rainstorm has been elevated. We are now in a tornado watch, and they're predicting 3 to 5 inches in about an hour to 2 hour time span. But it slid back just a hair. So Alicia decided to go get the girls early, because it's supposed to start really bad around the time she'd be picking them up. So she's already picked them up. She's on her way back. It's been raining here a little bit, but it's nothing that's real crazy. So me and Bubba are gonna run right down the road to the part where it floods and just show you guys what it looks like, because I want you to see the stages, because it goes from real fine to real not fine real quick, if you know what I mean. You ready to go check on the road? All right, let's go show them. All right, Bubba, it looks like Mama's gonna be just fine. The road is not flooded yet, which is good, because it'd be terrible if it was already starting to flood after we've got a little bit of rain, but it's not bad. Here is the culvert with the creek. It looks about the same as it was before, which is good, because it's coming. And everything up here, well, we do have some some water accumulating on the road that wasn't here before. Like I said, the rain hasn't really got here yet, but it's coming and it's on the way. I've already got reports from people I know that are west of us, which is where it's coming from, that it is coming down like crazy. They actually called to make sure I wasn't still mowing, that if I was, I should find a spot to hide in, because what's coming is pretty bad. But Alicia and the girls should be home here in about 15 minutes, and then we'll probably be flooded in for the night, because once it starts raining, I think it's 12 or 14 hours of the same thing. So once that gets over the road, we're done. So we're pretty much gonna be stranded on our little island that we live on for the rest of the night. And on a completely unrelated side note, Alicia asked me to clean up some of the property across the street from our house, because it's just timberland. So I've always mown in that little area, but I decided to mow over that and clean that up some, so some good grass would grow in here. And guess what we found? We have a pack of wild hogs that live in this forest, or whatever is back there. That's Georgia Pacific land, so they just grow pine trees and harvest them for wood. But yeah, you can see I did not mow any of that, and once I did, you can see they've come through here and rooted all this up. Right, Bubba? Pigs, oink oinks. And then last night, Alicia goes, I hear something over there. She was over here trying to shine a flashlight. You can see they've been doing this right here. And then over here, which used to be a very nice flat piece of ground, has become a pig home. That's what they've done last night. And apparently there's a lot of bricks and rocks in there, because now it's everywhere. I used to mow that. That was completely flat. And pigs are terrible. They do a number on things. But they've done it all back here through the woods. And basically you can follow that. Ooh, here it comes, Bubba. You ready to go in? Yeah, we're gonna go in now. But you can see the pigs have been having a field day right here, which means we might have to have a a Texas thing happen one night if I hear them over here, because I really don't want that to make its way over there. That'd be a terrible day for me and a terrible day for the pig if I caught him. All right, Bubba, let's go before the rain gets here. You don't have to run that fast. It's not actually gonna be here right now. It's coming though. All right, I'll catch up. I'll catch up. There is a storm in the area and it's coming, but I think because I decided to film the storm, it got camera shy. Look at this right here. We're the blue dot. All of that went right by us and it looks like it's gonna skate right on by us the whole time. Like, see that red spot over there? That's literally right there, probably like 2 miles away. That's where it is. That's like Phil and Lolo are getting destroyed right now. Meanwhile, we have it parked here because we don't want to park under the trees. We're still in a tornado watch, but clearly not a lot's happening here. I'm not even getting rained on right now. Okay, a little bit, but this is not a thing. This is not happening. I'm really sad about this, but maybe this is the key to me winning. Maybe I just film every time it's gonna rain and it won't rain. Bad news is most of my yards are in Lufkin, Texas, and it's that blue dot right there, right above it. Yeah, they're all getting hit. So even though it didn't rain here, I'm probably not working tomorrow. And if I am, I'm gonna need to put pontoons on my lawnmower if I wanna get anything done, because they are getting pounded. Oh man, it is coming down now. That is a lot of rain. And that's the kind of rain that makes that creek come up real high. Man, it is coming down now. So we did not miss the event. Even though we thought we missed it, it's for sure here now. The storm is not nearly as bad as I said it was. Well, not here. It was bad right over there. It was pretty bad here for a while, but over there, way worse. So I'm gonna go right down the road and show you the flooding. I'm sure it's not, and I can already tell because there's been cars going by. So that means it's probably not too high, but I'm at least gonna show you because I built it up as being a thing. I hope it's at least close to the road so you guys believe me that it actually does flood here. But we'll go check it out. All right, guys, get ready. We are approaching the floodplain. I'm so sorry that I lied to you guys. It's not flooding. It's not flooding at all. So, here is the creek. Literally not even higher than it was, which is terrible because I sold it. And here is the only water over the road. That little bit right there. This was pretty disappointing for me. I'm very sorry that I probably clickbaited y'all into some sort of thumbnail. Just read it as being very sarcastic because I had all intentions of showing you how bad it could be. I mean, we took the girls out of school like an hour and a half early. They had tornado watches. There was all kinds of things that the local area was doing. Like businesses were closing, letting employees go home. So I just knew that if I finally filmed it, I would show you guys how bad this road gets. Turns out all I gotta do is turn the camera on, and the weather will not do what it was say it was gonna do, because then there'd be evidence. Epic flooding. Epic flooding. Man. That's not even close. And sometimes where I'm sitting right here, we are underwater. Like, well, that's underwater. We're not underwater, but it's close. I bet every time that telephone box right there is 100%, it's at that level. You can't even see that. That means that whole field is that deep. And that's why most of the time when it rains like this, the cows are either up by our field, by our house, or they're down here by this barn, because that's the two high areas. The creek runs right through the middle of that property where the cows are. But they're just hanging out by our house eating, not even acting like there's a thing. So that's how I knew it probably wasn't as bad as they said it would be. Man, I'm really sorry, guys. You're probably waiting for a huge master flood, and it was not the case. But the good news is the kids got to come home early. We've done all of our chores. We've eaten, we've done baths, It's only 6 o'clock and we got nothing to do. And because the storm wasn't bad, we didn't lose power, which always happens around here. No trees fell over. So I guess we're gonna have an early night of watching something on TV and just relaxing. So there was a good thing that came from the rain. So anyway guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Remember, our giveaway is still going on. So if you want to get entered to win your very own Brooklyn Bedding Mattress, head over to pavenewpaths.com, pick yourself up some of our awesome new merch, and get yourself entered to win that awesome mattress. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. We love you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.